So guys, boom, there is officially a new #1 player in the entire country in that 23 class who goes by the name of GG Jackson, at least according to 24/7 Sports and also Rivals.com. GG Jackson is not officially the #1 player, at least according to ESPN, which I do feel like a lot of people kind of take the most effect from. But nonetheless, like I said, the fact that he is rated #1 on 2 different sites, it definitely says a lot. As you guys know, this past weekend was actually the 3rd session of the Nike EYBL circuit, and the only reason why I actually mentioned this man GG Jackson is solely on the fact that he was actually playing for Team USA, so he actually didn't get to play in the 3rd session during this past weekend in the Nike EYBL circuit. Now, for those who don't know, GG actually plays for Team CP3, and he also plays with guys like Robert Dillingham, who's regarded as one of the best point guards in the country, and same with Aden Holloway. And I'm telling you, a lot of people actually believe that Team CP3 has what it takes to win this entire Peach Dam and Nike EYBL circuit. All these guys are ranked. They have a great team from top to bottom whenever they are fully constructed. And the main reason why I mentioned this man GG Jackson at the beginning of the video is solely on the fact that things kind of did look a little different when GG Jackson was not playing with Robert Dillingham and Aden Holloway and Team CP3. Like I said, he was playing for Team USA. So this whole weekend, Team CP3 was led by just those 2 guys. And how did they do? With GG Jackson, Team CP3, they've actually won 7 games and they've only lost 1 game. And that game was actually to DJ Wagner and the New Jersey Scholars. So if you guys remember, that game was definitely a great game for sure. But in this past weekend, without GG Jackson, they only won 1 game. And they lost 4 straight games, finishing with a 1-4 record. And now their team overall is currently 8-5. Guys, I don't know about you, but to me, I personally feel like this kind of says a lot about GG Jackson. It honestly begged the question to me, does this really mean that GG Jackson is the #1 player in the entire country? I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm the biggest fan of this man Robert Dillingham. I've been trying to tell y'all, this man Robert Dillingham, I wouldn't even be surprised if he was the #1 player, which is how great, efficient this dude is, how great he can score the ball in all certain scenarios. He has that dog in him. Robert Dillingham, he's the truth. But like I said, this past weekend, it was pretty hard for him and Aden to really lead the group of guys to the promised land, and it honestly was kind of concerning that they did lose 4 straight games in a row. I mean, like I said, they were doing the best that they honestly could. And Robert, he actually averaged 22 points this past weekend. And Aden Holloway, he finished his weekend off averaging about 20 points a game. And this stat right here is honestly crazy to me. With GG Jackson, the ball kind of moves around a lot more. They get to play more pick and roll. They get to throw more lobs to GG. He can definitely take a lot more shots. But this past weekend, the entire team as a whole, they attempted 311 shots total. I did the math. Y'all got to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button for Jews doing math. Guys, Team CP3, they attempted 311 shots. Aden Holloway and Robert Dillingham combined, guys, combined, they attempted nearly half the shots throughout the entire weekend, and they shot a total of 148 shots. Guys, 148 shots across just 2 people. Guys, I don't know about you, but that's honestly crazy to me. And that's actually 48% of the total team shots. And like I said, that's honestly crazy. I don't want to overreact, but I'm telling you, I feel like this definitely says a lot about GG Jackson, the type of player that he is. And he definitely brings a lot to this team. You can clearly see the defensive presence that he brings to CP3. You can see his scoring ability. I honestly feel like a lot of people don't really give GG credit with the way that he can score the ball. People don't realize that GG Jackson is a phenomenal scorer, and he averaged 22 points a game as well as 10 rebounds for his high school this past season. He also won the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of South Carolina. I'm telling you, I feel like just because he plays with Robert Dillingham and Aden Holloway and the group of guys that he has, he's kind of like a hidden gem when it does come to scoring the ball, and he doesn't get as much touches as much as guys like Robert and Aden Holloway, as you can clearly see. GG definitely brings a ton to this team, especially on the defensive end and even the offensive end. He's another option that can catch lobs for your team. He can score off the dribble. He's a 3-level scorer. He can protect the rim, which is honestly something that I generally feel like they needed this past weekend. And he's also a great on-ball defender who's honestly capable of guarding all 5 positions if he definitely needs to. And the fact this man is leading the entire Nike EYBL circuit in rebounds as a 6'9" power forward, like I said, we gotta clap it up for this man, GG Jackson. He's definitely doing things that I feel like not a lot of people really take into account. He's really proving his worth and why he really could and should be the #1 player in the country. But Robert Dillingham and Aden Holloway, they're definitely the dudes. They can definitely score like crazy. People are even saying, like I said, they're the best duo in the entire country. I'm not gonna lie, as much hype as this man Robert Dillingham gets for scoring the ball, I still think this man is underrated for putting the ball in the hole. Just, I don't know, just the way that he can do it. And I just feel like people think that he's not strong, he doesn't have that physical ability. But if you watch him, he still gets to the basket. A lot of his points actually come near the rim. He's a great mid-range shooter. He can shoot it from 3. He's very, very efficient, shooting close to 50% from the field. Check the stats. I'm telling you, Robert Dillingham, he's definitely that good. And I feel like not a lot of people really notice how great of an overall scorer that Robert Dillingham is. But like I said, as good as Robert Dillingham is as an overall player, I do personally think that they are going to need GG Jackson if they really want to make a case for winning the entire Nike Peach Jam tournament. I do want to know your opinions on GG Jackson and Robert Dillingham and just Team CP3 as a whole, and if you guys think that they can win the whole tournament without GG Jackson. I will be also dropping a GG Jackson versus DJ Wagner comparison video probably tomorrow, so make sure y'all guys stay tuned for that. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash the like button for that, do all that fun stuff. Do not forget to join the free Discord down below. We're talking about all these games, we're talking about the NBA finals, all that. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, follow me on Instagram, do all that. All that being said, guys, thank you for watching. It's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.